Welcome back to my channel. It's been a few weeks since I have put up a new video on my YouTube channel. So I just wanted to apologize that I sort of have been gone for so long. I have simply been working really hard. During May, I was featured in 8 podcasts, 2 summits. I did endless amount of videos. You guys just haven't seen them yet because they are for my product research workshop that I am working on, and everything else that's been going on in my life, business-wise and personal-wise. So I've just been very busy, and I had to prioritize so that I could basically get things done. So here's a video for you guys. I'm excited to share it. So this video is a video all about understanding who you are selling to, understanding who your buying avatar is, who the product that you're going to sell to is basically targeting. Because once you know that, it's really going to help you to be able to differentiate on your product. It's going to be able to help you to also understand how you need to market your product. So remember that when you're working on, for example, differentiation, there's 2 different things that come into play. Number 1 is your customer differentiation, and number 2 is your competitor differentiation. In this video, we're focusing only on the customer differentiation part of it. Now, this video is the only video that I will be sharing on YouTube from my workshop. It is a product research workshop that I will be launching this week. So make sure to keep your eye out for that. I will put a link to my website down below and to my Facebook group where you can keep updated on that. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon, and I made this YouTube channel so I could share information on Amazon with people like you. Actually, not just Amazon, anything really to do with entrepreneurship and e-commerce and selling online. If you don't necessarily sell on Amazon and somehow you came across to this video is still very much applicable to anyone who is selling any type of product or even service. So make sure that you watch the video to the end. And again, it's the only video that I will be sharing online that is an actual video that I made for my workshop only. So I promise if you're going to be purchasing the workshop, there's not going to be anything else that I'm going to share on my YouTube channel that you're actually, is going to be within that course. This is the only video. I think it's also an important video, so make sure you watch it until the very end, because if you're really able to understand who you are selling your product to, it's really going to help you in the whole product development and launch process. So we're about to get into my computer. I really hope that you enjoy this video. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Like this video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I bring out more videos. If you're not part of my Facebook group, I invite you to join. It is called Amazon FBA Alphas. It is the best Amazon community to be a part of. And if you're in need in one-on-one coaching, know that I do one-on-one coaching, and I will put a link down below to my website. And without further ado, let's get into my computer. We are going to build ourselves a ideal client avatar. The reason that I think this is extremely important is because I've been coaching for so long and I've seen a lot of different types of sellers. One of the things that I notice a lot is that not always do sellers really understand, or in general, anyone who sells physical products, not always do they understand who their customer actually is. And I think it's something that's very important to know. So if you understand who your ideal customer is, it can help you to create the best product there is. And in advance, you can already visualize your marketing strategy. So I'm always all about visualizing and seeing in which direction you're going. And by knowing who your customer is, you can really understand how to also market a product to them. And that can really help you with your product selection, because when you know who your competitors are and you know who your customers are, you should be able to find a gap when it comes to marketing, and that can help you with that strategy. And you may be asking yourself, well, how is this relevant to product research? But this is crucial for product research, because if you don't know this, you could end up bringing in an exactly copy and pasted product and without even knowing that that's what you're doing. Okay, so how does it work? These are the 10 questions, okay, that you want to be able to answer. The rest of the pages is me just breaking down how I would answer them. So let's go through the questions. So who buys this product? What is important to them? What are their needs? What problem am I solving? What are the buyer's pain points? How do they use the product? Who am I pricing this to? Am I pricing it to a tightwad? Am I pricing this to an average spender? Am I pricing this to a spendthrift? We would have gone through this in the pricing video. Where else are these buyers able to buy this product? What questions are they asking about this product? And most importantly, what keywords are they using in order to find this on and off of Amazon? What would be those top 10 most relevant keywords for the exact type of product? Now, some of you may not really understand how you would answer these, so I've gone ahead and made examples. So for example, who buys this product? Is it a man, a woman? Is it unisex? Are they seniors? Is it babies? Obviously a baby wouldn't buy a product, but moms, dads, whatever would buy it for babies. Is it pet owners? Are they mothers specifically? Are they wives, grandfathers, whatever it may be? So to answer this will help you to identify your marketing strategy, in which will help you to strategize your actual product look, feel, color, bundle, packaging, etc. So for example, if I wanted to sell slime, for those of you who don't know what slime is, it's like a kid's toy, messy toy. So if I wanted to sell that slime, it is made for little girls, but their mothers usually are the ones who will buy it for them. Understand, I wrote here, who buys this product? Okay, 10-year-olds usually aren't buying on Amazon. It's usually their parents or people buying it for them. I'm essentially marketing the product to the parent and not actually to the child. So this helps me to understand, I want to make it super cute, etc. But I also want to include how the slime will help with stress relief, the fact that it's safe, that it's a great gift. This can already help me to visualize what a bundle may look like and what my images need to look like, etc. When you understand who is buying your product, you then know how the product should look, how it should feel. You can really visualize, how you will put the message across to them. And a lot of times people forget that we're selling these products to the people who are buying them and not to the person who is ultimately receiving it. If you're selling something that's extremely, extremely giftable and 90% of the buyers buying it are actually buying it as gifts, you need to understand how to market that product to the person buying it and not to the person that's actually receiving it. Okay, exactly the same as the slime. Number 2, what is important to them? So if you know what is important to the buyer, then this will help you to understand what should be improved, included, removed, what materials should be used, etc. So you can find this out by reading competitors' reviews, reading reviews off of Amazon, so for example on their websites or on Etsy, reading blogs, looking for what people have to say about this on social media, so like Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook groups, etc. Reading questions that shoppers have asked on competitors' listings, using PickFu to ask questions, use Answer the Public, look for longer tails like craft kit for kids with wood glue, etc. So for example, if I want to sell a DIY bird's house for kids crafts, I can go and read reviews on Amazon and find that the following is important to them. So obviously the quality, wood glue rather than white Elmer's glue, enough paint, holes in correct places, clear and simple instructions. Okay, so this is essentially a birdhouse that kids usually would do themselves. And most of the sellers are selling it with normal glue and not with wood glue. I only know this because I've gone and done this. I know that it is important to the buyers that it is of highest quality, that the glue is wood glue, that there is enough paint to paint the birdhouse, that the holes that they place in the bird's house are in the correct places. And I know it's important for people that there'll be clear and simple instructions, because a lot of the time it is the kids reading it. This already helps me to create a better kit than most, as I've taken the time to actually listen to what the buyers want. Now, the next thing is, what are their needs? So the difference between a want and a need is that a need is 100% necessary, and a want is not necessary, but rather an option. So if you understand what a buyer's need is, this can help you to create the best product there is. I'll use some pretty generic products as an example. So the first example is a peri bottle, a portable bidet that I'm targeting as a peri bottle to a woman only. I know this so far. Who buys the product? It's a woman who has just given birth and has stitches down there, or a husband or a partner who has been sent to buy this for their partner or wife who's just given birth, a mother-in-law or a mother who is buying this for her daughter. So I know it is important to the buyer that the nozzle will be long enough, that it will have a gentle spray power, that there'll be added control when spraying, that it does not leak, that it's easy to take in a bag, and that it's giftable. So I need to know who buys the product. I need to know what is important to them in order to be able to identify what they actually need. So they need this bottle as they are in pain and they cannot wipe in those areas. And this specific product soothes their area. They receive a free squeeze-like bottle similar to a ketchup bottle in the hospital. I only know this just from reading about the product. So why do they need to go out and buy this product? So they will need this product, the peri bottle, because A, it's targeted to an exact area. They can reach from a distance. It's portable. It's easy to use with one hand. It has a gentle wash, and it is affordable. These needs help to make sure that my design is manufactured in a way that I am answering these needs. Okay, so I need to know what their needs are in order to be able to make them the best product there is. So, what problem am I solving? Once you know what problem you are helping to solve, this helps you to not only understand the product so that you can obviously source it correctly, but it also helps you to visualize in advance what the listing will look like, what is important to tell to the buyers in the images, etc. And ultimately is going to help you to create the right product for the right purpose for the right buyer. I'll say that again. By understanding what problem you're solving, it's going to ultimately help you to create the right product for the right purpose for the right buyer. So for example, if I want to sell a boxing bag and glove kit for kids, after doing my product research, which is Google, blog reading, etc., I've identified that I am solving the following problems. 1, I'm helping kids take their aggression out on a bag instead of a person. 2, for training of martial arts. 3, stress relief, exercise, self-confidence, and the bundle saves money and time needed to shop for all the products separately, which is the boxing bag and the gloves separately. During my problem-solving research, I've discovered that the boxing bags need to be pumped by air. So adding a pump would solve the problem of one needing to go out and buying this separately. Using this information along with the rest of the information, I now have the tools needed to A, create the perfect bundle, B, enough knowledge to know how I should market this product, images, copyright, etc. I know my unique selling point, and I know what type of longer tails I may be able to target. So for example, kids boxing bag with pump set, rather than just kids boxing bag. So when you understand what problem you're solving, it can help you a lot with your marketing strategy. Number 5, what are the buyer's pain points? So if you understand the buyer's, not only the receiver's pain points, this can help you to create the perfect product together with the perfect market strategy and how to differentiate. So for example, let's take the kids aquadoodle mat as an example. The buyer is usually either a parent or someone giving the product as a gift. The pain points for the parent would be A, mess. Parents want to buy this as a normal coloring mat may be too messy, and the Aquadoodle mat is not. For those of you who don't know, an Aquadoodle mat is just like this mat that you can draw on it with markers that are actually made out of water, and then after like 10 minutes the drawing that they did will disappear. So basically this is really helping with saving on mess instead of paint and things like that. Easy. So I only know this, I don't actually own a product like this, but I only know this because I went on Google and actually searched for these things. So easy to travel. Parents' pain points when traveling. What will the kid do? The doodle mat is portable and easy to quickly put water in the pen, and that's it. So when we're talking about pain points, this is easy for travel. When parents have no idea what the heck they're going to do with their children on a specific road trip or whatever it may be, then this solves the problem because it's just really quick. You just put water on it and that's it. They can start using it. They get some peace and quiet. So parents want some peace and quiet, and they want some quiet time. And if the child is playing with the doodle mat, they get a few minutes of quiet as the child is busy using it. And another thing is, if one is buying it as a gift, the pain point would be is they don't know what to buy and they need something that is giftable and safe and age appropriate. So I'm also solving that problem. So now that I know the pain points, I know what I need to be including in my lifestyle images. I need to be showing this as extremely giftable, easy to use, portable, and lifestyle images of a parent enjoying some quiet time on the couch while the child is on the carpet using this product mess-free. This also helps me to think about how the product should be packaged and what is important to include. Maybe more than one pen so it can solve issues, multiple kids, etc. So the next question is, how do they actually use the product? So if you understand how the buyer uses the product, you can understand what material, quality, differentiation, marketing strategy, instructions, etc. you need to use. So for example, let's say if I am selling a coaster for wine glasses specifically. So a wine glass coaster will be placed on a surface used to hold a glass of wine, either for the buyer, as it's an actual gift, and it may also be served for guests to use. So for example, if I've bought these, I may be actually using them myself because I'm not giving it away as a gift, and I am using it to guests that come to my house and serving them, with wine or whatever, and I ask them to place it on those coasters. So therefore, by knowing how they use these products, I know that it needs to be absorbent, flat, the right size. It needs to fit to be able to actually fit the wine glasses. If it's not flat, then it'll fall, and it needs to be absorbent because it's got wine on it. And what I also want to do is I want a look to fit the target buyer. So if it is for, let's say, boho decor, then it needs to look the part, and it needs to be packaged and gifted within that range. And the second example is a jade roller. So will be used to relax, to soothe in skin and eliminate headaches, and it will be rolled back and forth on the person's skin. Therefore, it needs to be not squeaky. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this, but I have a jade roller here in my house because around 3 years ago, I was looking into adding, or 2.5 years ago, looking into adding it to one of my beauty brands, and I have some samples here, and I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. Sorry for squeaking in your ear. But the jade roller is that we had an example with, that we had as a sample, was extremely squeaky. Okay, and squeaky does not come together with relax, and it does not come together with eliminating headaches. So when I understand how they're going to be using this product, I know they're going to be rolling it back and forth on their head. If I do that myself, I can then understand that it needs to not be squeezy. The surface of the jade roller would need to be smooth. The rollers need to not fall out of place, and the jade roller needs to be durable when it falls. If it was to fall on the ground and just break, that's probably not going to help me with reviews. So by understanding how you use the product, you can understand what is crucial for the product to have. The next one is, who am I pricing this to? So you want to refer to the pricing strategy video. But what you want to ask yourself is, am I targeting a tightwad or a Scrooge? Basically the lower price point, the average spender, or the big spender, which is basically the people who are willing to pay a premium price or a higher price for that product. Once I know who I am pricing my product to, along with all the other information, I can start to buckle down on how I will package the product, how I'm going to present it, and what the quality needs to be. If I am going after the premium side of things and I'm going to ask for, let's say 50% higher than everyone else, the product has to be of highest quality. Right? There's many things that I need to do. So when I know who I'm pricing it to, I then know how I'm also going to present the product, package it, etc. Next question is, where else are buyers buying the product apart from on Amazon? So once you know where else the product is being sold, you can use that information to do further research. For example, differentiation, pricing, reviews, understanding the vision, etc. So for example, if we take the bath bombs, if I type into Google, where to buy a bath bomb, the first few websites that come up are not Amazon. So for example, if I was to click on this, when I go to the website, I can get many ideas on differentiations, styles, and things that don't actually appear on Amazon. So if I quickly click on it, okay, and I start scrolling through here, for example, this type of product, I haven't seen it on Amazon. I also haven't done an in-depth check. Maybe someone would find it, but this was extremely unique. So if I can actually understand where else they can buy the product from off of Amazon, and I can go to Google, Bing, whatever it may be, and see where else they can buy it off of Amazon, sometimes I can also get ideas for differentiation, styles, etc. What questions are buyers asking about the product? So if I know what questions buyers are asking about the product, both on and off of Amazon, I can then use that information to create the best product on the market. So I will find this out by reading the questions asked both on Amazon and off of Amazon. And I can also obviously go to Answer the Public, and you can read and you can watch the video on Answer the Public as well. I may see repeated sizing questions. So then I know that it's important to have a clear sizing information on the packaging or on the product or on the images, whatever it may be. I may see questions like, what do you wash this with? Maybe then it would make sense to include a small soap or a washing liquid with the product, etc. The next question is, what keywords are the buyers using to find the product? So understanding the buyer avatar and then using that with the keywords is important, because sometimes you'll find the keyword research will be very different after you've actually built this whole template out. And also, are more people using broader keywords to buy the product, or are they using the more specific keywords? What do they see when they use these keywords? So you want to use Cerebro, Magnet, and watch the keyword videos in order to understand keywords more in depth. And that is the client avatar. Print this out and use this as a reference so that you can really understand who you're selling this product to.